I wasn't interested in being a pastor. Oddly enough, I wanted to be a cop and then a prosecutor and then a defense attorney and maybe a judge or something like that. So crazy. That's what I wanted to do. I was looking at a passage of scripture and it's like something, like I saw something in the passage and I decided to write it down. And writing it down almost like I would write an outline for a paper. And when I got done with it, it looked like a sermon. That weekend, my youth pastor said, hey, we're having a youth retreat. It'd be great if someone young spoke. And really to impress this girl, I was like, okay, I'll speak. And I spoke. And it was like a revival started in my youth group. I was 15. And from there, I was kind of launched into the ministry. And for a long time, I still denied it, kind of ran from it, didn't really want to be a pastor. But God had a plan for me, and here I am, pastoring. I was raised in Massachusetts, the Boston area. It was a very racially divided, very racist place to grow up. And I dealt with racism all the time. I went to a school called the Roxbury Latin School, the oldest school in continuous existence in North America. That's one of their claims to fame. It was like a pipeline to the Ivies kind of a school. And it was in West Roxbury. And it was a town that was a predominantly white town, that the townies, the kids in the town, the residents themselves, but definitely the young kids, the teenagers in the town, were very racist against black people. And so from the 7th grade to the 12th grade, for that 6-year period, I lived my life every day dealing with fear, being chased. There was this one particular situation where we were waiting for a bus, me and 4 of my friends, all of us black, trying to get back into the city. And we were waiting for the bus. And these townies, these kids, about maybe 14 of them walked up to us and they were like, what are you doing in our town? And he was starting to get mad. And I'm thinking, there's 14 of them, there's only 4 of us. I better speak up. So I said, hey man, we're just trying to go home. And he said, yeah, but we don't want no here. And I said, well, you don't have to worry. There won't be no here because we're just trying to go home. And they picked up chunks of ice and just started throwing ice at us, like stoning us, like from the Bible or something. What gives me hope is this younger generation's demand for equality. When I talk to them, I almost don't want to temper their determination for equality with my older perspective of, hey, I've always been experiencing racism. And I think the millennials and the Z generation is determined for it to not exist. And that gives me hope. It makes me say, yeah, we will overcome someday. That we're not just seeing African Americans at these protests. There's more young white people at the protests than there are even people of color. Because the next generations are saying, yeah, we don't want a country that's like this.